plenty of space on here. I deleted like a bunch of shit.
Ready?
Yeah.
Recording. Let's go.
Alright. Hey Mike, how's it going?
Hey Mr. Montgomery, good. How are you?
I'm good, you know. Just wrapping up the semester, you know, fixing loose ends and everything. How's your semester going?
Alright. Like you said, finishing up the semester. Thank God. I can use the break.
Yeah. Can't we all really, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, down to business. A couple weeks ago you came in and said that you wanted to change your major. So we took some steps. You said you wanted to join some, you know, fine arts clubs. And then we did some role playing to help, you know, ease the anxiety.
Right.
From talking to your parents.
Right.
So did you end up talking to your parents, or?
I did. I actually called my mom a few nights ago, and I called her first for obvious reasons. She was just going to be more accepting with it. I knew that going into this. She had always put less pressure on me than my dad did, so. And I mean, for the most part, she really was happy for me, and she said, you know, as long as you're doing what's going to make you happy,
Right.
It's your life, it's your decision, you know, the mom quotes we all get.
Yeah.
And then a few hours later when my dad was done work, I ended up calling him to let him know how, what I was thinking about. And he was a lot more receptive than I thought he was going to be. I'll give him credit there. He said, sort of along the lines of my mom, what she had said, but I could tell that he was a little disappointed that I wasn't going to be an engineer like he is. But I think that in the end, it's more important that I'm happy and not that, you know, I'm making him happy.
Yeah.
So I think that he's come to terms with it. I think he's more happy that I finished the semester with, you know, staying an engineer major.
Yeah.
But.
So he's, you know, not necessarily okay with you changing your major, but he is more accepting of you changing your major.
I mean, he's okay with it.
Yeah.
He said that as long as I'm doing what I really, really want to do, he's okay with me changing over. And like I said, he was okay with it since I did give it a whole semester.
Yeah.
Trying things his way.
So, you know, your dad kept talking about how he wants you to be an engineer.
Right.
Because that's where the money
That's
is.
what he does.
You know, and that's what he does.
No, you're right.
But, you know, you want to pursue a degree in fine arts.
Right.
So where do you see yourself going with a degree in fine arts?
I mean, that's part of where the anxiety stems from. I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that this is right for me. I feel like it is.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I could see myself being a professor of art history or teaching for a living at the college level. I think, you know, all I know is that I love art.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm working with it, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think. It's just a little nerve-wracking to think that I'm now changing things up because I did have things planned out with my parents, you know.
Yeah.
And so now I'm sort of on my own, and I have to sort of come up with my future myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not alone. Actually, a majority of first-year students or college students in general change their major at least once.
Really?
So yeah. So I mean, you're no different than anybody else. You know, I personally changed my major. I went from secondary education to history. So, you know, it happens. You know, you feel like this is for you, and then you find out after taking a couple classes that it's not.
Right.
But, you know, the awesome thing is that you're in your first semester of your first year. So you're taking gen-eds. So you have plenty of time to explore and, you know, figure things out for yourself.
Exactly.
But, you know, since you know you have a passion for art, we have a career development center on campus.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's in Monty Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
you go in there and, you know, they can help you, you know, they have whole sections like, all right, so your major is fine arts. You go in there and you say, hey, my major is fine arts, and they'll, they have a whole section showing you exactly what you can do with a fine arts degree, which is really awesome,
Yeah.
And even if it's not something you want to do, at least it gives you an idea and sort of helps you, get a direction of where you want to go with this.
Anything that'll help. Yeah.
Degree. But other than that, is the anxiety getting better, or?
I would say yeah. I mean, it was really nerve-wracking to try to talk to my parents about something that I knew that that I thought they weren't going to necessarily be on board with. I think in the long run, it's better now that I made this choice now.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Although sometimes I do sort of get that anxious feeling that'll sort of bubble up from the future, thinking about the future and what I want to do, like I said, but I don't know. I can only take it one day at a time,
Exactly. Yeah. No, but I definitely recommend checking out the Career Development Center to at least get you, thinking of what you want to do now. Another thing we had talked about is, you wanted to join some, fine arts clubs to help you build your portfolio.
Yeah, I actually went to the ceramics club meeting.
Okay.
And we actually had a showcase last week. It was we made a bunch of like teapots and the saucers and the teacups, and that was cool to kind of do hands-on activities. Although it's not what I see myself doing. I like more two-dimensional art. I also joined the 2D art club, and so that's a lot of painting. It's a lot of watercolor, and I actually brought some stuff with me.
Oh,
and
wow.
I figured I could use this stuff to show professors and advisors and see if they think that I have what it takes to join
absolutely.
the program.
No, these are really good. These are really good.
Well, they're not that good, but.
Well, I mean, better than anything I could do.
Thank you.
No, this is a really good step, and as a first semester freshman, it's amazing that you took the initiative to do this. Not many first semester freshmen know exactly what to do to push themselves forward, and it's amazing to know that you want to change your major and you took the steps to build your portfolio to when you do eventually change your major, you're gonna have to hand in a portfolio. So this is awesome, and these are really good. These are really good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, are you? So what's the next step? What are you looking to do now?
Well, I mean, the end of the semester's coming up here in a couple weeks. Might as well stick it out. Do my best that I can on my finals, and then starting next semester, jump right into the fine arts courses. Change my my major right before I go. And that way, just get my foot in the door with fine arts right away. Take all the classes and graduate on time, because that was a big selling point for my family, for my parents, telling them that I could change over and still graduate on time. I know that put their mind at ease. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And you're taking, you have all, you're at a really good place right now, because your first semester, the gen eds, you have to take those regardless. So, and you have plenty of time to explore, which is awesome. So I guess the next step is actually changing your major. Do you know how to do that at all, or? Sort
of. Could you explain?
Yeah.
I've had friends do it. I don't know how to do it.
Well, the first thing you do is, I'm going to give you all this information, so it's just easier for you. But the first thing you're going to do is go to the fine arts department, and you're going to talk to the secretary there. They're going to give you paperwork and all the stuff you have to fill out, and you're going to have to take it to the engineering department and have all them fill out all the paperwork and everything that they have to fill out. You're going to have to turn in a portfolio of your work and everything. With your, application, the switching of the major application. But, that isn't that big of a process, just a few signatures here and there. But I think you're at a really good place right now. And it's okay not to know where you want to go, where you're going to end up. I came in as a secondary education major. I ended as a history. And then I got a master's in student affairs. So I'm all over the place. and you know, as a first year student, you already got hired for orientation.
Yeah.
So, it's okay not to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. But you're taking the right steps in the right direction to do that. And you're a strong leader on campus, and people are looking up to you, and you're doing a lot of good things. So
Thank you.
I definitely think that you don't have to worry about anything right now. Just enjoy being a freshman, enjoy orientation. Change your major, and we'll see where life takes you.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm a resource for you. Ask me any questions and I can point you in the right direction. I'm here for you. I'll go to bat for you. So yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you and getting to know you over the
Thank
course
you.
of this
I
semester.
appreciate
Oh,
everything.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yep.